Just a fucking Amtrak away, motherfucker. What's going
Yes,
on,
sir.
man?
That Amtrak could take you 400,000 miles.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Devo and Kris Joe show. We're happy to be back on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I know you can't see outside because we're
Wait.
inside.
Wait.
Okay, let me know.
I see the Devo and Kris Joe show on the motherfucking screen.
Ooh!
You know what I mean? Oh, this is when I watch I got the Twitch going on in the background. And I
Okay.
said, damn, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I think we deserve that, Joe. I think we deserve that, man.
All thanks to you, man. You brought me on this journey last year with Paulie, Lil Paulie. He has since departed, but I appreciate you bringing me on, man. And we here.
Come on, man. You already know, my brother. Hey, Joe, before we get going, man, I just want to shout you out and say congratulations to you, man. For winning your high school prep championship in Canada. I don't really know how the process goes, over there, but I know it's a big deal, and I know it's a lot of hard work. You talked about, the 6 a.m. practices, getting these guys together. I know there are a lot of, ups and downs, wins and losses, a lot of, learning curves for the kids, but I know it felt good when you guys put it all together and won that championship, man. So shout out to you for getting that championship and kind of go through that weekend for me, bro. Just so we can let our viewers know, how that went.
Gen B, thank you. I appreciate it. First of all, E, I appreciate that, man. First of all, I never knew I wanted to get into coaching. So that was the first thing. So I took the job and I said, you know what, let's make it happen. I love the skills and development part of things, but I figured as a coach I could teach and do the skills and development all in one. So I was like, let's get it, right? So all season we dealt with injuries, guys coming back, guys getting hurt. We've dealt with, just knuckleheads doing knucklehead things and not being able to play. And we've had guys come to the program and then have to leave for various reasons. So there was always a bit, I feel like that, like I said, the odds were stacked against us. Going through this majority of the season with less than 10 players. Luckily for me, I played for a coach who only played about 7. So I knew how to,
Right.
I knew how to get things done. I knew how to get things done, but we made it to the championship weekend. I think due to the fact that we didn't play an X amount of games in the league because we were traveling to go play in the grind sessions in Charlotte, Ontario, things like that, we ended up having to play in the playing game on Thursday. So we played 3 games, 3 nights with 7 guys. You know what I mean? So it was tough on them because we played Friday night at 6, hard fought game. We won by 4. So because we were 7 guys, I played zone for the most of the game, but the last 4 minutes switched to man, kind of fucked the other team up. Boom. But the championship game on Saturday was at 10 a.m. So
the time,
yeah, which was weird. Yeah, that was some dumb shit, to be honest with you. And I complained about it, but the times were already done. But we won't get into that. That was dumb. They said they won't ever do it again. I'm like, I hope not. So
yeah, that's some dumbass shit.
For our guys to play at 6, finish the game at 8, whatever it was, get home. You're playing in less than 12 hours by the time you get to the crib. So big shout out to my guys. We end up going playing in the championship game in the morning, but luckily I think those 6 a.m. practices had them ready, right? So I knew everything. The method to the madness was you never know what you're going to get into. And the reason I wanted to practice that early in the first place was because, again, I know I've mentioned it a few times on here, but Coach Hop used to say, like, you got to be able to be uncomfortable. You never want to be, so you wake up, you work out at 5, work out at 6. It's all mental. It's all mental. So I think the fact that we played the night before and had to wake up early, it wasn't nothing to our guys. So we got out to a quick start, up 15 or so at halftime, ended up winning by 7, but guys fought hard the whole time. I was switching from zone to man, different schemes, trapping the wings. You know what I mean? So they were able to apply these things that we worked on and walked through, bro. And I'm proud of the guys. I'm happy that in my first year I was able to get the first any championship of any sort for the program, which has been around for 4 years. So that looks
That's
good
dope.
for me, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without the players, right? So shout out to my guys, man, and I'm looking forward to running it back next year.
And that takes a lot of sacrifice too, bro. I mean, anybody who's a coach knows that you're going to have to spend a lot of time away from your family, away from your loved ones, away from your friends. You know, you're talking about the 6 a.m. practices. That's not necessarily, oh, we're waking up at 6 a.m. like it's going to improve your skill. Like you could practice at any time and get right with your skill. But like you're talking about, it's a mindset, right? You're developing a mindset like, hey, when I don't want to do something, I can fight through it. I could get through this adversity. You know, if I could wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go through a 2 hour practice, getting ready for that 10 a.m. game, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so building your mindset and your mentality to be able to work through the adversity, work through the challenges, and yeah, bro, I'm happy for you, man. And I know, and I told you this plenty of times. You're going to be coaching there next year, and maybe who knows how long, but eventually, bro, somebody need to just pull you on the staff and get you to where you belong. And it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you're too good of a coach. You're too good of a dude, and too good of how you relate to these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like they could just feel your energy. That. And they could feel everything that you're saying. And I think that's a huge difference, bro. Like when these kids buy into what you're saying and they believe in you and believe in what you're saying, they're going to go out there and play 20 times harder. And at the end of the day, we talked about it several times, bro. Like, we can fix the skill work. We could, improve your jumper, improve your conditioning, dribbling, whatever it is. But we can't be the ones to get you to play hard. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We can't, that effort, that energy, the enthusiasm, the 3 E's that we always preach, that has to come from you. Like those are the non-negotiables. Those 3 things are the non-negotiables that you have to bring to the table every single time. And it takes a special person. It takes a special coach to be able to get that out of his players. And you got that, Joe. So yeah, I'm gonna give you your flowers right now, and so everybody can hear that, brother. Everybody can see that. You already know. But let's hop into what I guess everybody's been talking about for the past, it seems like week or two since Joe Girard he put his name in the portal and put his name in the NBA draft. For me, I believe that he'll go and work out. He'll get some feedback, from the NBA guys, and then he'll come back and, do one more year in grad school. I think, me personally, bro, I think it was a great decision for him, for his future. And then also I think it was good for the team, for Syracuse. I just think that the guys they have coming in, JJ, I think wholeheartedly that Judah comes back. I just think that backcourt, would have got a little crowded, and especially with Joe his last year. I don't think he wanted to take a role where he was coming off the bench. Yeah. He didn't want to. It's your last year. You want to go out with a bang. You want to, just to be honest, shoot as many shots as you can. You want to have the ball in your hands as much as you can. It's my last year. He scored over 1,600 points at Syracuse. I know he gets a lot of criticism and people nitpick at his game. But if you score over 1,600 points at Syracuse, you had a pretty damn good career. But I just think going forward, it was a great decision for him, and it's going to work out better for the team. This is just the players that we had coming in. I mean, you talk about JJ, that was Joe's position, right? JJ's a legit NBA prospect. You talk about 6'4", 6'5", could shoot the ball. He's physical. He's athletic. He could guard. I mean, this is a guy that, we talked about his freshman year at Notre Dame. He had a good year, but I think ultimately he could have had an even better year if he was, more aggressive and more assertive and when he got the ball. Because I read on it, they wanted him to be the man, but he was kind of deferring to other guys. And, I could see that sometimes, maybe, being a freshman, being the new guy coming in, you don't want to step on anybody's toes. But, bro, if you fucking hoop and you a ball player and you coming in to kill, right off top, like that's your mindset. You coming in to kill, like, and whoever's in my way, that's just what it is. Like you were at my way. I got to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And they got to get to where I'm at. Like you can't worry about if you, whooping on your teammate in practice. That's the competitive nature of the game. That shit happens. But what's your overall?
Because bring it back, E. Bring it back.
Sorry,
E. What you do? What you do? You. That's what you'd have to do. What's his name? What was his name? Louis McCroskey? Am I tripping? What was his name?
No, you're not. Look, bro. This is how I grew up. I never looked at this motherfucker older than me, so I should, not step on us. I'm looking at him as food. Like that's food right there that I'm trying to go there and take. He trying to take my food from me, so I got to go ahead and do what I got to do. So yeah, my first year, like I'm going in there, going right at your neck in practice, and then the first 4 games, I come off the bench, but after that. You couldn't do anything else but put me in the game, put me in the lineup.
Let me ask you this: so when you come in, obviously you come in, and we're gonna get into. I'm gonna give my take on Joe in a minute, but just your mindset. So you come in, you see who's on the team. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking. This is however many years later, 15 plus years later. Did you come in and say,
"God damn, motherfucker, 15"?
It's about that shit.
It's more probably, bro.
Maybe 17. 2007?
2005, yo. 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So that's 18 years of my freshman year, I think, right?
18 years. Yep, that's crazy.
God.
But look, so you come in and you see his G-Mac. You see his D-Nick, T-Rob. Obviously, the bigs, you don't got no business with the bigs. You can't really fight them out for nothing. But it's G-Mac, that man walk on water. There's no way you taking anything from G-Mac. let's leave that alone. So now you're looking, are you, in your mind, did you come in and say, okay, I know I'm going to have to pay some dues, pay some rent for a little bit, but I'm going to kick this motherfucker out my house. I'm going to go ahead and, what they call him, a squatter? When motherfuckers just come in and stay. When they just come in and stay in your crib, you go on vacation. Like, nah. So was that the mindset, bro? Like, not to say you were doing it maliciously, but from a competitive standpoint, like I want to play, you're in my way, you're my teammate, but we have to go at like I'm going to take. Was it I'm going to take your minutes or whatever it was, or was it I'm going to play and eventually I know my play is going to be. I know I'm better than you already, so eventually my play is going to do the talking. Or were you like? I'm coming for you.
Bro, you already know my mindset. Like, I'm not even thinking about these other dudes. I already know what I'm coming in here, what I came to do. I'm coming in here to fucking play and be on the court. So, like I said, whoever's in front of me, I don't give a fuck if it's G-Mac. I don't give if it's Louis McCroskey. Who else was there? Josh, right? I'm coming in at your throat. And you ask G-Mac. G-Mac can't fucking guard me. He knows that. I'll bust G-Mac ass. But like you said, it's, he had that national championship. His spot was already solidified. And plus, me and him in the backcourt together, like, we work great together. You know what I mean? But my mindset, bro, is I'm trying to fucking come in here and play right off top. But I never experienced not playing. The first time I have experienced like not really playing a lot was the last TBT that we won. That's the first time I ever, you know what I'm saying? And then and that's kind of different because I was 34. I haven't been playing pro ball for fucking 8 years. I'm still in shape, but so it was obviously different. But if I'm on my shit, if I had been playing, I'm training, I'm doing all that. Man, I'm coming in here hooping, man. You're not taking my. I've been doing this my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like I sacrifice too much. Like I'm not thinking about coming in here stepping on anybody's toes because motherfucker, if I step on your toe, that's just how it is. Like you better get out my way, and you got to know like. That's how I'm coming in right off top. That's my mindset. And I think like that should be kids' mindsets coming in, bro. Like you have to have that confidence and belief in yourself because if you don't have that, who's gonna have it in you? You're gonna be waiting on motherfuckers to tell you that you good or you this and you that. I never waited on somebody to tell me that, bro. I already had it in me. You ain't have to tell me that. You ain't have to tell me that I was good. I fucking knew I was good. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if this guy was better than me for real or not, I'm not gonna say that shit. I believe that I was the best player on the court every single time I stepped on. My freshman year when we played against UConn, I remember seeing fucking Marcus Williams, Rudy Gay, Rashad Anderson, Denham Brown, Josh Boone, Hilton Armstrong, fucking
Boom. Yeah.
six pros, bro. And I remember Rudy Gay guarding me. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't better than that guy. Like I'm going at you like you just anybody. You know what I'm saying? That name shit, that didn't get to me, bro. Like I always felt
Right.
like I
Right.
was the
Right.
best. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a mindset you got to have as a hooper, man. Like you got to come in
For
as
sure.
a killer. You a killer, bro. That in reality took me a lot further than I probably would have went if I didn't have that confidence in myself. And were guys like better than me? Yeah, there's guys better than me, but I would never think that, bro. I would never. And
Yeah.
that I think that helped me like, playing with that confidence, playing with that chip on my shoulder, like, oh, this motherfucker think he better than me. All right, we about to see. And even if you do score on me, I'm gonna be right there going right back at your neck. Like I'm
Facts.
never gonna
Always.
quit, bro. Once you score on me, you're gonna have to fucking deal with me coming right back at you, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every single time. Like you block my shot. I remember specifically like a Georgetown game. Roy Hibbert in the middle. I'm going right at his chest. He blocked me once. He blocked me twice. All right, motherfucker, you better get that third, fourth, fifth, and sixth one because I'm coming right at you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's I think especially nowadays, like kids shy away when something goes wrong, when they miss a shot or they get blocked or they turn the ball over. Now you stop playing for real. That's a part of the game. That shit gonna happen. You gonna get
Yep.
dunked on.
You can't be worried.
You go,
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get your shit
you gonna
sent to
get
the
it
fifth
stolen.
row.
All that,
Yeah.
bro. What separates you is if you gonna keep going. You're not gonna quit. You're gonna keep having that same mindset even when all that bullshit is going on. When you turn it over, when you get it blocked, or you gonna let another motherfucker, change you out of your game. That's how a lot of kids they let other people talk to them. Now they playing a whole different game. I ain't have
Facts.
no problem with that. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
my fault. I went on a long rant.
No, I
You had
like
me
that. I
going back
like that.
into my. You know what I mean?
I like
I'm
that.
back
I
into
like
my
that. And
fucking
I'm looking at
bag.
this question right here. Someone said, Devo was a pit bull on the court, but how did you get the unorthodox spin on the ball on your shots?
You know what it
'Cause
was? My jump shot. It was. So I don't have that as much as I used to. But what it was is when as I go up right here, this guide hand. It would be this one. This guide hand right here. The thumb would go here like this. So when I'm shooting the ball, the thumb would kind of
so
go
it's
in
kind of
and
flicking it, so it's turning this way.
exactly. But the thing
Uh-huh.
with me is it never. Again, going back to confidence, bro. Like I was always a pretty good shooter. You know what I'm saying? So I never, Coach Boeheim said something to me before about it. And then motherfucker come and hit 6 threes in the game. He's like, fuck it. If it's going in, it's going in. You know what I mean? Like, so like it always worked for me, bro. And then I think what really helped me was I was such a good driver and slasher getting to the bucket
Yeah.
they had to play me for that first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Then you hit him with the hezzy pull. Ooh wee.
man, people, I'll tell you what, you see kids today, they got moves, but they ain't got the movement. You feel what I'm saying? Like the body, you can't do a move like this.
Nah, that shit gotta be in sync.
You got you gotta have all that with it.
Footwork is very important. And now, guys, I
What?
know we're talking
Footwork
about
is
all type of shit.
everything, yo.
Now this is just me and ED talking, but footwork very important because you know if you don't have the footwork, you're gonna end up just tripping over yourself all the time, right? So the footwork is important, ball control, obviously, and then the confidence to do shit in the game that you work on. Because it's never, you could work on a million moves, but if you don't have the confidence to put that into a real game situation, then you're just wasting your time, bro. I seen you say something the other day. What was it? Make sure that you're working out with a purpose. Make sure
Yeah,
you're intentional
purpose.
with your workouts.
No
And
doubt.
that's what it is, bro. Be intentional with your time, work out with a purpose, and be able to, do what you do in a game. Like, don't be afraid to work on that shit. Whether it be practice when you're playing 5-on-5. Hey, practice. That's what the word is. It's practice for a reason. You practicing and you're working on your shit. You work out, you practice, and then you try it in the game. You know what I mean? But my fault, y'all. Back to Joe. Back to
No,
regular
bro,
schedule
real
programming.
quick. One more thing, we'll get to Joe because I think this is important for a ball handling. I listened to Kyrie Irving talk about it and how you said footwork, like your body movement and your footwork.
It has to
Everything has to
match.
be in sync. Exactly. It has to be in sync because now that's selling the move. If I got my body and the
Exactly.
ball and my footwork in sync, I'm shifting my defender right here. I'm able to stop on that outside foot and then change direction to where I can get that other foot and go into the bro. That shit
You
is
gotta.
crucial, man.
Oh yeah, it's big. It's big time, bro. Footwork into a finish. Footwork into a Euro, whatever it may be. Because when you're playing ball, I know this is not something that's really looked at from a fan perspective, but your feet are fucking crossing over each other, all type of shit when you're dribbling the ball. So for you, bro, it's not easy. So if you have a good handle, you know what I'm saying? That's hey, that's not easy, bro. I'm telling you, when you slow
That's
some shit down and you just look at someone's foot while they dribble, their fucking toes damn near busting out the shoe, your ankle damn near it looks crazy. But
and
that's
you got
what
to
you
be
need,
able to
bro.
control that. You got to like you
Yep.
said about if so when I'm playing and I'm dribbling, if my feet really cross like that, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
you got to have that base like whenever in triple threat, shoulder width
Yeah,
apart.
exactly.
So when you're dribbling, you always got to have your feet that shoulder width apart to where you could get out of it and move out of it, change direction, whatever it is. Because now when my feet get close together, what the fuck's gonna happen? You're gonna fucking trip over yourself. So
Hell
like
yeah.
as I'm changing my body movement, my feet got so if I shift to the right, boom, my foot shifting. To the left, my foot, you know what I mean? Like you gotta
To
be in sync with that
make
shit.
sure that shoulders width apart, make sure you got that balance, and you gotta have a good core work. No lie, you gotta have a strong
No
core
doubt.
because that shit staying low in your body movement. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we breaking it down. We call this science time. But nah,
Yo. So above, what is it? A love child named Tom. He asked, do you guys think Autry is waiting until season full ends before filling the announcements? I tell you what, a love child, the spot is already full, bro. They already got the coach coming in. They just didn't announce it yet. It's the guy from George Washington. I don't know his name for real, but that's who's going to be the assistant
breaking news.
coach.
There you have it.
Oh, that shit ain't breaking news. If you fucking know, you know. That shit already been
If
out
you
there.
know,
Like,
you know.
if you know, you know. But yeah, man, let's we got sidetracked because we were spitting some real shit to you. But
Yep.
yeah, let's kind of get back to Joe, man. What's your thoughts and feelings on that?
Well, for one, obviously, like you mentioned, everything it makes sense, bro. You know, you kind of see that he did his bid. He did his 4 years. You see that the program has, you know, the torch has been passed, and obviously
Yeah.
they would love to plan with him, right? I'm sure. But as you see the guys coming in, you kind of get the sense of, all right, you know, people hate a motherfucker who overstay their welcome. Or you know what I mean? Like it's time, bro. You did what you were supposed to do.
You see what the fuck they was on
One,
Jim? They was killing Jim. They was
you
trying to
know what I
kill
mean?
Jim.
1.6 of those things right in there. You know, so you did your thing here, bro. So I know that his phone is ringing off the hook. I don't really see him. Obviously, yeah, go test the waters. But as of today, I don't see him as an NBA prospect, a great probably Euro player. But at the end of the day, go ahead, have your meetings because I know personally, I know like schools in the Big East are after him. You know what I mean? So he's going to be
Oh,
able
it's
to
a lot
fall
of high
and
major,
go
bro.
a lot of high majors. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you went to Syracuse and you did well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no denying that. Okay, as much as we don't want to, you know, as much as we, like you said, nitpick on certain things that he did do that we didn't like, but at the end of the day, they nitpicked you, they nitpicked me, Mello, GMAC. I'm sure at some points, everybody, it's gonna happen. That's what fans do, and that's what we do. We nitpick, right? Same shit.
Yeah.
Old players, former, whatever. We're gonna nitpick. So I think that he's gonna fall on his feet,
Yeah.
and he's gonna fall on his feet, bro. And you know, I think that it's a good move for his career. Staying here, like you mentioned, JJ NBA prospect solidified, Judah NBA prospect solidified. Them two are going to start. You know, that's going to be the best backcourt that we've seen probably talent wise in the last little bit.
And
You
then
know
you
what I
got the
mean?
young fellas, Joe. Like the young fellas they're good. Like these guys,
Yeah.
every single freshman showed flashes of what they can
Oh yeah, for
do
sure.
and what they can contribute. So like Chris Bell, Quadir, he's another guy. Quadir, I think we're going to see a lot more of him
Quadir. Yeah.
this season. You know, 1 and
I have
2,
a new
whatever
X
it
factor
is.
already. Justin Taylor. That's my new X
Now
factor.
we didn't know if he's staying yet, bro. We don't know if he's staying yet.
Okay, I guess we'll wait. We'll wait. But if he does come back, that's my X factor. That's my X factor. But no, I'm
Facts.
happy for Joe. I'm happy for Joe. He did right by the university. He did right by Coach B, by his teammates.
Yeah,
I don't see him to be an asshole and like cause trouble or anything of that
not at
nature.
all.
So I am happy for him and his future. His future as a it was 1 year left as a college basketball player. I hope that they talk to he gets a couple dollars and does what he's supposed to do, man. One
He
more
gonna get a
year, go
couple
fill it
now.
up, go to yeah, go
He
to the
gonna get a
NCAA
fucking
tournament,
couple,
go
yo.
somewhere where you could contend for national championship and have fun again because I did see I know the signs of a kid that's not having as much fun as he wants to on the basketball court. And at the end of the day, we got to remember that this is a game that we played in the schoolyard till they, outside till they cut on the street lights. That's what you always got to go back to. You want to get back to that inner child and
We
find that
did,
love
Joe.
again.
I don't
Yeah,
know
oh,
if
that's a
these
fact.
motherfuckers did. I don't know.
Yeah,
We did
that's true.
though.
Well, they had gyms and shit like that. I guess they were getting
Yeah,
like real what you call sophisticated runs in. You know what I mean? No double
yeah.
rims. Like I don't know if they know what a chain that is, but we had
Man,
all that.
listen.
Um, but if you ever get cut by a fucking chain that shit hurt, boy. You go up for a fucking
Oh
layup, you
man,
should
I
get
got
caught
my
up in that
fucking finger
motherfucker.
caught in that shit before, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
shit
That shit's
fucking almost
ass.
ripped my shit out.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm happy for Joe. I'm happy for Joe. Real quick, do we want to introduce the bit segment? If anybody would like to jump on here with us for about 5 minutes, throw some bits in the chat. I think what is it, 110,000 bits or whatever it may be. You jump on here, you ask your questions.
Yeah.
You ask your questions. We hop on here. You chop it up with us for five or so minutes, and we keep it moving. If anybody does, if not, we'll keep reading the chat. But I would love to interact with some of y'all on here because I see you on here a lot. I love Child Tom. Whoever it may be, throw some bits in there. Jump on here with us. Get the three-way split, and we talking. We'll talk a little some hoops, man. Whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, I know you guys want to jump on. You'll be right in the middle. You have Joe on the right. You'll have Devo on the left, and you'll get to talk your shit a little bit. See how you feel about Q's Nation, the season coming up. But real quick, going back to Joe, I was looking at a list that he had. He had like 20 schools, man. And it's fucking ridiculous. 20 schools, god damn, like. I think when I was coming out recruiting, they was like, yeah, you see some kids nowadays, yeah, I got 37 offers. Like, god damn,
Right.
motherfucker, 30. Like, I think I had a top 5, you know what I'm saying? Like 37, I would have been going crazy trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had way more than 37 letters. I had thousands of letters, but I wasn't putting 37 schools in my fucking list. Like that shit,
Yeah. Nah,
that
that's
shit is,
insane.
that's
I didn't
insane.
even break
But,
that shit down like that. They doing a March Madness for that shit. Oh,
and
he
that's
matching
just
them
for,
up.
that's what I'm saying. That's for more so than anything making the kid feel good about himself, bro. Oh, look I got all these fucking schools after me, this and that. But like
Mm-hmm.
going back to Joe, his list, I saw Oklahoma, LSU. Who else did I see? I think I saw St. John's, Louisville. I don't know if I saw, but I saw Loyola Chicago. You had some West
Butler's
Coast
in there.
schools.
Butler.
Butler's in there. Florida. I saw Florida was in there. But regardless of all those schools, I think it's almost like you're getting re-recruited all over again, right? So you're kind of
Yep.
you get to go back and relive that when you're
But now
coming
you're
out of high
smarter.
school. And now exactly. So you're smarter. But I think it still feels good to those guys, right? To be able
For
to
sure.
know that you're wanted and to
Be
be able to get that
courted.
attention.
Motherfuckers want to wine and dine you. Oh yeah, for sure. Make you, everybody needs a little stroke of the ego, I guess, man. And the kids, especially, they're like, okay, I get, because like I mentioned maybe last week, sometimes you might second guess your skills and your ability due to a situation that you're in. But I'm sure, like you said, it feels good to see. God damn, 20 schools want me. All right, cool. So and that could really be the fucking determining factor of rebuilding all that confidence up. Like, oh shit, I'm sought after, you know. I see
Gen B
Gen B
just
threw
threw,
some bits in there.
yeah.
I
Shout
don't know if
out
that.
Gen
I don't know
B.
what's that? Is that enough,
The 1,000.
Jordan? Get Gen B. Get Gen B on here. I don't know if the 1,000 is enough, but Melissa said she was 5'2". She wasn't cutting her fingers. I feel
And
you.
she, and then also Matt Gavendo. Shout out Matt. Is Joe gonna come off the bench
Okay.
or start at a new school? Well, goddamn, if he doesn't go to where he's gonna fucking start his last grad year, then he's fucking up. I tell you that because that's why he's not. If he was come off the bench, he might as well stay at Cuse.
That's a
If that's the
fact.
case, like you want to go somewhere
Yeah.
where you could play out your last year. You know what I'm saying? Like now, is he going to go to a team that's national championship contender? Fuck, probably not, bro. Just to be real, and I mean, if you're going to a national championship team right now, and this is no slight against Joe,
My
he
fault.
not going to be
Breaking
starting.
news.
Oh, what the
Benny
fuck?
Williams returning for his junior season. Just announced.
Oh
Here
damn!
we go.
I said that last fucking week. That ain't nothing
Oh,
new.
okay.
School 70,
Oh,
Scobo 70.
no, that
We
boy.
knew that.
Oh, okay. Okay, Gen B, you don't want to get on. Hey, but Gen B, I appreciate you. Much love forever. I appreciate it. Anybody want to get on? 1,000 bits, get you 5 minutes. Split screen, talk your shit, ask your questions. Let's chop it up. If not, I'm enjoying the interaction with the chat.
Yeah, I like
And what's going
Gen
on
B.
here? I like what's going
Yeah,
on.
but Joe is gonna go to a school where he could play, he could get some shots up, and he could do his thing. This is his last year, man. He wants to be
You want to
able
have fun?
to have fun and live out this last year the best that he can,
You
man. But
gotta go somewhere and be the man. But what you think, bro? Coming in as a freshman, of course, and you're going into a situation. It's new. But more than likely, these schools have been recruiting you for the past 2 or 3 years. So or whatever it may be, but you've built up a relationship with the staff. You've been up to campus. You've been up to games. So the guys that are there, you've built up a relationship with them. I had been up to the Q's a few times before after I committed or whatever it was from the Midnight Madness. So I had, Johnny, I knew Dante, you know what I'm saying? I knew Ayo, Paul, and back then, what was it? Maybe not MySpace. It might have been Facebook still, but, even just talking to these guys. It might have been MySpace, though, matter of fact, to be honest with you. 2007,
MySpace was the
8,
shit. What you
2006,
mean?
7.
MySpace was the
Oh,
shit.
yeah, it was. You got your top 5 friends and all that, but look, yeah, but not Tom. Was it Tom was your first friend or Jerry, whatever his name was? But,
Oh yeah, Tom. Shout out Tom. Jesse,
shout
I'll
out
tell you
Tom.
this. They asking is Jesse gonna come back? Guarantee he's coming back. My guys, he's coming back. And you heard it from me.
Yeah,
When I say some shit, it's real shit. He's coming back.
real.
And
Okay, that's fucking amazing.
he's coming back, man. You put that fucking stamp that Eric Devendorf told you. He's coming back, yo. He's coming back. And speaking about NIL money, like obviously he had to get some money to be able to come back, which he will. He'll get some bread, and then just in the rumor mill, I heard your boy Joe Girard. He gonna get anywhere from 300 to 400,000 in NIL money going to
400,000.
work.
Wow.
Ooh, I'll tell you this. Shit, you go ahead and take that 400,000 and have a good year, solid year. Go overseas. I don't give a fuck if it's 2,000 a month. Go ahead, take that 2,000 a month, work your way up, grind your way up, and then turn that bag into hopefully 10 a month or 15 a month, and then eventually 20 and 25. But shit, you got a good thing to sit on right there. 400,000.
Oh yeah.
Shit. I mean, real shit, bro. When that type of shit is happening, when you getting that type of bread, 400,000, you getting paid more than a lot of assistant coaches in Division I basketball. Just to be real, bro. And
Facts.
400,000, even at high level universities, you getting paid just as much or maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
I was at Detroit Mercy. Those assistants are getting paid 150,000, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So you getting almost 250,000 more than a coach. I'll tell you what, Joe. Joe, I'll tell you what. I need about 1.5. I need about 1.5.
Yeah,
If that's,
top. Yeah.
and I'm not talking no shit. If a motherfucker like that get 400, again, no slight. I need 1.5, 2 million.
Yep.
Fuck that. I need
Yep.
I need 2 million, Joe. Joe, what you
They give it to you too.
what's your and I
Yeah,
saw something
I'm good with
yesterday.
that.
Well,
I'm
I
good with a
saw
million.
Bronny James. They said he already getting 7.5 million.
Mm. From
Seven and a
Nike.
half million. Bro, that's his NIL, whatever, all the combined deals. 7.5 million, bro, before he even touched a college court, man. Like,
Yeah, that's
goddamn,
sick.
if you want to chill for the rest of your, go ahead, you could just chill, man. Yo, some of these numbers are ridiculous, bro, that these kids are getting. You know what I'm saying? And more power to them, because I think, a lot of these kids deserve it because they're bringing in a lot of money for these universities. But at the same time, god damn, it
It's
could
just
cause some
shitty that
shit
they
now too.
fucking.
It could
Oh,
cause
for
a
sure.
rift now.
Yep. It's
For
just
real.
wild that it took them this long. What the fuck was the holdup? Why it take this long for you guys to realize NCAA that us young student athletes who give our time, energy, but then they always the argument was, well, you're getting a free education. All right, that's cool. I get that. But how much money are we? The education that we are getting for free, we are 10 times in that in just concession
No
shit at the
doubt.
dome. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that argument was kind of null and void, but that was the best they could come up with.
Melissa's saying with that 300K, he should go get a grad degree or a master's degree from Stanford. I like the idea, but I'm not doing any more school because that's just gonna put me in more debt. Man. Listen, and shout out to everybody going to college, doing all that. Man, college is a goddamn scam. College is a
Oh yeah.
damn scam. I'll tell you what, if I wasn't playing sports or I wasn't getting a free ride, shit, I wasn't going to college. I mean, that's just being
That
real.
shit
So
is,
you come out
scam
of
and cheese
school,
sandwich.
you, you come out of school 150,000 in debt, and you only making 50,000 your first year out. Man, listen, that shit
Mm-hmm.
backwards as hell. I'll be damned if nowadays it's easier to go ahead and, well, it's not easy, but it's
Ah,
better to
free
go ahead and
masters.
start your own business and,
Yep.
learn a skill and then, and go ahead, get you 80,000, 100,000 or whatever when you master that skill rather than coming out, working on your doctorate or whatever it is and being in fucking in debt and you not making money anytime that whole time through college unless you working at Dunkin' Donuts or some shit or the Barnes and Nobles or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, college crazy, man. It's
No, that's a
that
fact.
shit. That shit is a scam to me. Joe, let's talk about the NCAA tournament a little bit, man, because this has been the wildest NCAA tournament
Yeah.
I've seen in a while, man. Like the first time ever that no number one seeds have been in the Final Four. What do we got? UConn is a 4 seed. We got Florida Atlantic being a 9 seed. And then you got Miami, I
San
believe,
Diego
is a
State.
San Diego State. Miami is a 2.
Miami's a 2 or a 3, and San Diego
Okay.
State is a what, 5 or some shit, 5, 6, something
Exactly.
crazy.
So I mean, even from the beginning, bro, like we talk about the upsets, obviously Purdue being upset by Fairleigh Dickinson. Then you got Princeton making their run all the way to the Sweet 16. But I
Yep.
mean, FAU, bro, that
Man,
we never
they play
seen.
their ass off. They play
They
hard,
played
bro.
their
They
ass
play
off.
hard,
That
and they did
enrollment's
well in
going
their
up.
conference. Yeah. Yep.
That
Yep.
enrollment's going up, yo.
No question. They play hard. They play the right way. You can never count them out. They have the underdog mentality. Like the odds were already stacked against us. They go into every game thinking a lot of people counted us out. We don't have nothing else. We don't really have nothing to lose. Let's just go out here, play hard, give it our best shot. They done beat a lot of good teams, man. On
A
their
lot of
run,
good
they beat a lot
teams.
of good teams. So
I
I
think
like what's
Florida
going on. But
Atlantic
now
is in Boca Raton too, right? And so like
I'm not
shit,
even sure.
it's a great place to be. Now you going to the Final Four. man, you're definitely helping that university get a lot of money, and we talked about the NIL. Just think about how much money the university is going to make that just because of their basketball team made this run. As
Exactly.
far as like merchandise and people enrolling in the school, they gonna make a hell of a lot more than they did the year before. I tell you that.
100%. 100%, bro. I got UConn now. I done switched my team from
Me too.
Purdue
Me too.
to motherfucking. So my new favorite is UConn. You know, so
They're fucking good, bro.
no, they're good. They clicked. They were good early. I think maybe the guy had some injuries, and now they're clicking again, man. So you like to see it, and it's the right time to click. That's when you want to click. Is the end of the year. You know what I mean?
They got a couple
because,
NBA guys.
yeah, a couple, definitely a couple. And you know, when teams say, you know, it's the end of the year or in March, that's when you want to really be at your best. I get it. You know, even, you know, obviously super different scale, but my guys all year, they weren't, you know, grasping things. It was taking a while because of what I was able to go through and because of what I know about basketball. I'm thinking they should get that shit right away. It takes a while to get guys on the same page. It takes those 8 whatever months it is of practice to really click, for everything to be clicking at the end of the season, bro. And that's what UConn is doing right now, man. So in the tournament, the thing about the tournament is you can't take any opponent lightly. Obviously, it's called March Madness for a reason. Time and time again, you see lower seeds beat higher seeds and things, but nothing like this year. I think this year was probably the wildest March Madness that there's been in the last little bit. But you know, it's about treating all the opponents with respect, bro. You know, like they said, the famous thing was respect all, fear none, right? So I think that's how all the underdogs come into the games. You got to respect your opponent. If you're playing Purdue as a fucking 14 seed or whatever it is, 16 seed, yeah, you got to respect Purdue. You have to, but you don't fear nobody. They got Big Edie in the middle, 7'4", 7'2". We ain't tripping. We got something for him. We're gonna play hard.
And he transferred.
You could see it. Oh, is he? He's not going to the league?
I think I saw, maybe I'm tripping, but I think I saw a report where it said he's putting his name in the portal. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe, but bro, he's looking for like
he from Ontario. He from Ontario. Oh shit. Well, he
looking for $2 million. He looking for about $2 million for that NIL. He looking for some bread.
Oh, so he already put it out there. I'm only going to whoever could offer.
I don't think so. This is what I'm hearing. But I could be wrong. So don't stamp me on that. You can stamp me on all the other shit.
If you know, he definitely could get, because he's a certified pro at the end of the day, I believe. And you know, you got to make it lucrative. You got to make it sexy for him. If he's coming to your school instead of going to the league, and he could potentially win you or put you in a position to win a national championship, you got to talk to me very nicely in that meeting. You got to come with the right numbers. Slide that napkin over there to me. When I turn that motherfucker around, it better have 7 figures.
Seven figures, boy.
You know?
For real.
Shit.
7 figures. And I think, too, Joe, going back to what you're talking about, the NCAA tournament, as far as, you know, teams getting to know each other throughout the season, working through the adversities, the injuries, you know, the ups and downs, whatever it may be. I think it's way better to go through it early and go through those adversities, lose some games early on or in conference play. Now you can make those adjustments during the year. All right, bet this is what we got to do to, you know, work through this or work through whatever it may be, rather than, you know, going into the tournament, you have 1 or 2 losses or you're undefeated, whatever it is. And then you hop in against, because it's one and done, man. Like, it's who's going to be the best team on that day. This ain't no series. Best of 7. That's not how it is, bro. Like, you could go out there, number 1 seed.
You don't have a game to adjust.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you never played against these teams for real.
Never.
The whole year. So you might get 3 days to a week to prep for this team, to scout, but you haven't played against them. You don't really know their tendencies for real. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
And we saw it with Purdue. Like, bro, they go in there and couldn't hit a fucking shot. I think they were like 19% from the 3-point line. So like, you have a day like that.
You have a day like that. That shit happens. That motherfucking rim looks smaller than a fucking you know, I don't know what. When you open up your little this hole in the can, when you open up your soda and shit, that shit
That go like this.
So
When you miss a couple
there.
shots, now it's 2 minutes in the game. You know, now the shot that felt good in the first half, that shit feeling a little bit more tighter. You know what I'm saying? Like when you FAU, we're not supposed to lose to this team. You know what I mean? Now you thinking about that. Now you be like, oh, I'm back home. Everybody gonna clown me. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of shit that's going through these players' minds.
Nah, that mental is serious.
And we know because we probably had those same type of thoughts. Like, man, you can't tell me. Like, Joe, like real shit. And this is like when you guys lost to Lemoyne and it didn't count, whatever. It didn't count at all. And then, first of all, it helped you guys because then you went on to lose one fucking game the rest of the year or whatever, 2 games. So that kind of proves my point about losing early on and fixing that shit quick. But, like, I know you guys were probably in the back of your mind like, man, these motherfuckers, man, we gonna go to campus and have to hear about these motherfuckers in the chat and all type of shit.
Man, I tell you, bro, that shit. Twitter act. I don't know what was going on back then, but I tell you what, it felt like the campus was dark as shit when we lost. Like every day was just gloomy. I'm like, hell no, dog. Like they looking at us. I'm seeing that shit in the Daily Orange, Post Standard, that shit everywhere. Fucking Brent Axe talking about it. Everybody, I'm like, holy shit. They on ESPN celebrating on the dome floor like they just won the Natty. I'm like, damn, bro, this shit.
Boys, they didn't win their conference. They didn't even win their conference that year.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Shit.
They
didn't even make the tournament.
I like that shit though, man. I remember Andy getting real upset. It's fucking bullshit, guys. He went fucking crazy.
I can see Andy. I can see Andy. He's the senior leader. You know
bullshit. What I mean? Yeah, he was. Yeah, for sure. You know, Bayheim, gave us the fucking. We were in that locker room. He probably went through 3 Pepsis that day. You know, we were in there for a while.
Fucking all type of boogers.
All type of shit. We had time to eat. We went back. Oh shit! Yeah, that was crazy. Kris, did you need a visa to come to school here? I did need a visa. I needed I think it's called an I-94 or something like that. So I had one when I went to high school in D.C. for 2 years. And then I had another school, just a school visa, I-92, whatever it's called, I-90, to go to Syracuse. And I think it gets renewed every year, or did they have it for 4 years straight? I'm not sure how it was, but I did have a visa. Yep. And it's crazy because I wasn't eligible for the Pell Grant or whatever it was called.
Right.
So, and I remember asking Bernie at the time, shout out to Be Fine, why can't I get the thing? And he said, you're Canadian. So there is some shit that happens when you're Canadian that, is retarded, because I know the Pell helps you if you come from a single parent home or whatever the case is. And man, I was broker than a motherfucker, you feel me? So that would have helped out big time, but I wasn't able to get the Pell.
And bro,
also, anywhere 2 shows a week. Jordan, do you see Gen B? Could you highlight Gen B's message? Any word on 2 shows a week?
You better put the pressure on them, Gen B. You putting the fucking pressure on them, please.
Send emails.
Jordan,
send emails.
You fucking see that? Jordan, yeah, you send emails, call into Galaxy, do all
fucking
that shit.
A petition. We need it.
I want them to feel that. But I see in the chat real quick, they're talking about NIL and how that affects if you're from overseas. I know it does affect you. But if the university wants to keep somebody, they're gonna find out. they're gonna find out how to make that shit work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even if it's putting that napkin under the table folded up with some shit in it. You know what I mean? Putting a little envelope, knocking and running away type shit. It might be something like that, but they gonna make it happen.
Look, where can you? I don't know where to email or call. Maybe Jordan could put a little something in the chat to let y'all know. I'm just saying.
No, that information is public.
Public info.
Public info. Go ahead. I need all. I see all 22 in the chat right now. Everybody send an email. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Go ahead and just let them know what time it is.
Hey, Tom, I love them days too. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was a great time.
Ooh, that's great. When we did it. Yeah. We had that 3 times a week.
That was last year. Yeah, that was last season. Monday,
Tom,
Wednesday, Friday.
We fucking with you, Tom.
And I think one of them days was I mean, that was great content, bro. We had games, a lot of games. We could always talk about a game. We had guests come on. That shit was rocking. But
Who's your
we'll
pick,
see.
Joe, to win
Hopefully,
it? Who's your pick? Who's your pick to win the
UConn
tournament, man? Okay,
Huskies.
UConn. All right, yeah, you did say that. UConn. Yeah, that's my pick
Yeah,
too,
I'm just
bro.
going for a Big East, former Big East. You know what I'm saying? I lost. I won more times than I lost against them, so I hold no. I think I only lost to. Well, shit, nah. I lost my freshman year when we got smoked at UConn
Oh man, yeah, we
right
did.
before. Oh, that was
We
fucking
played. We
terrible.
played at. Where did we play at Storrs,
In
right?
Hartford. Oh yeah,
Oh,
wherever
we
it
played
was.
in.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I'm not even
okay.
sure.
We
No,
didn't
I'm
get
bugging.
beat
I
by
don't
a
know where
lot
it
though.
was. No, it was like it ended up being a little less than 20, like 18, 17, some shit like
Really?
that. Yeah, and then
Fuck
that's
them,
why
man.
when we went to the Garden for the tournament, I was already making plans for having people come visit me on campus. But real quick, what I did want to mention to the chat was that the my regular season is over, and I'm now going to be coaching AAU. And every year there's a Power of Sports walkathon that we do in May. Um, and I wanted to know, which I'll put it on Twitter as well, but I just got word that it's open for donations now. And what that does is, this was started because of COVID. The crime in Montreal had, especially amongst like 18 and younger, had risen because there was no more sports, there was no more extracurricular activities for kids to do. So they were getting into bullshit, and a lot of couple like some murders happen, young kids, 14, 15-year olds getting stabbed, things like that, and just getting into a bunch of nonsense. So the Power of Sports Walkathon basically is to encourage kids to play sports, keep them out of bad situations, helps them with their mental, helps them with their social skills, because again, most of my friends came from playing sports. I didn't really have no, till this day, like more than most of my friends come because we met on a basketball court somewhere or a tournament
No
or whatever the
doubt.
case may be. So if you go to montrealcommunitycares.com and you go under community bridge and you go to the Power of Sports Walkathon, you can donate. If you want to donate directly to my team, I'm coaching the U16s. Just go to donate to a team or join a team, donate, U16s Canada, U16s Canada
Jordan.
Red Rush.
Hey, but guys, make sure that you donate to that, because everything that we put out there, when we ask for donations or we ask for, you guys to, hit the link, whatever it is, it's for a good cause. Like this is going to go help the kids in Montreal. It's going to give kids opportunity, to play sports and be involved in sports. And we all know that when you're involved in something where it's organized and you're in your age group with your peers, your confidence go to another level. Just being a part of that group and being a part of a team, it gives kids a sense of confidence and a sense of self-worth. And then when as human beings, when you have that in yourself, you could do a lot more things and be a lot more successful in what you're trying
Mm-hmm.
to do. So it's not just something that we're going to put out there just to say. I think it's super important that we're able to get that support and we're able to get that help, because even if it's $1, $2, all that adds up to where you're giving a kid a chance and an opportunity to do something better with his life. And at the
No
end of the day,
question.
that's what it's all about, man. So, and then
Yeah,
on
yeah.
top of that, go to ed23hoops.com. Same shit. Check it out. You don't got to donate. Just check it out with the camps we got going on. But for real, if you could go to that again, Joe, say it again. Montreal, what is it?
MontrealCommunityCares.com. Anything helps, literally from whatever you want to put in. Anything, it helps the kids, because what that does is now it helps them throughout the summer. They have workshops. People come in like design teams. They can design their own shoes, design their clothes, and they just get
Dope.
into a lot of different activities. Instead of after school, instead of going home or doing whatever else, they go to the gym, because there's an area where we practice that is going to be held. It's like a little community room, I guess you want to call it. There's a pool table, ping pong, but that's where they're going to hold all the activities. So there's going to be people coming in to talk to them about financial literacy. There's going to be, like I said, design teams to help them make shoes if they're into that. clothes, gaming, if you want to make your own video games, because kids are into
That's
that,
dope.
Twitch, whatever it may be, learn how to build build websites. So all that money is going to go towards helping them for their summer and helping them go into these extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So Jordan, if you could put that link up in the chat, just so people could have it and could help
I'll also
support.
put it on Twitter as well.
Absolutely, and I'm seeing in the chat, Dome Nachos. You talking about you want us to get an older camp going on with the kind of like a fantasy camp going on for the old heads.
Yeah.
All right, that's some. Hey, that's a possibility, man. Now I will tell you this: it might run you a little bit. It might run you a little bit now. And that ain't gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely a possibility, man. And but shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
get
the
me
chat,
myself in
man.
shape. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there too. Shit, fantasy camp. I want to hoop with the fans too.
That's
I'm
a
back on
fact.
my shit. I went to yoga yesterday. Namaste. Kicked
Ooh,
my ass. I'm going back today for the they call it the lunchtime special. 45 minutes of core
okay,
work in the
dope.
joint. So I'm back on my shit because I done gained like 10 pounds, 10 coaching pounds, maybe 15 if I'm being honest. And I'm gonna lose all that. So this is the April challenge. The April challenge for Joe. I'm gonna try to lose me 10 to 15 pounds the right way. All right, let's get it.
Hey, and look in our chat, you see what he doing? Yeah, I mean, challenge yourself now. April. You know, you say, I'll do it in May, then I'll do it in June. Nah, fuck that. Do it right now. I don't care if it's 1 to 2 minutes of fucking high knees in place. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Get some shit going. You know, start getting your energy up, and hopefully
Because
that turns
summertime's
into
around the
more.
corner. Sun's out, guns out. Sun's
Y'all
out,
want to take
buns
your
out.
shirt
You feel
off?
me? So
Yeah,
let's
you
do
want
it.
to take your shirt off, get a good tan. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Hmm.
man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a great tan last summer. I was feeling way better about myself. I feel good about myself now, but that tan did
Oh, you know
something
that
to me,
sun
man.
do something for you. Yeah, that
That
sun, that
sun
tan.
do
Yeah.
something. That sun
Oh
do something
yeah.
for
Oh
you, man.
yeah.
But look, we have hit that 11 o'clock mark. We appreciate everybody tuning in, chopping it up with the chat. We had a great time of interacting with you guys today. Make sure you check out Kris Joe's Twitter for that link so you can help support ed23hoops.com. Check out the website. Shout out to Tango Squared, for helping me get that together. And then, we both picked UConn for that Final Four. So if you guys want to bet, man, you hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. I got a little bet going. If you want to get a little hundred a game or something like that, we could. I'm happy filling up my pockets with a little bit more bread. So if you feel like you feeling good, you want to take a bet, let's get it, man. But until then, until next Wednesday, be safe, and you already know where we at. Devo and Kris Joe, we out, ya.